Hey, what's up guys? I'm Tony from Tony's Professional Touch, based out of San Bernardino, California. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about how to get your ideal client.
Hi Tony, so how many clients do you think you currently have on the maintenance program?
Maintenance program, I think probably like around 20-ish.
And they're all good customers?
Yeah, they're all good clients. They're all dope.
Have you ever had to reject a customer where you're like, I'm not gonna work with you?
Yeah, but they weren't necessarily trying to get on the maintenance plan or anything. It was just more like right after the first detail, I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do this again.
Why?
Either they had like their expectations were way off, or they were just haggling way too much, or I've had a lot of like instances where I would hook them up like big in the beginning, and then like later on I'd have to raise my prices, and then they didn't want to work with that, so it's just like I gotta let them go. Like, can't do that old price again for you. So it's like things like that.
Man, so tell me one thing that you love about your ideal customer.
One thing, the main thing that I love is they treat you like family, like especially once you get to know them and then they get to know you and you have them for a long time. You guys just basically create a nice bond and become like family, and so that's just like a great feeling. And you get there and it's just like all cool. I actually see a lot of my clients more than I see my real family, so it's like wow. And you're strangers at first and then you just become like friends and then family. It's crazy how it all happens.
Now, I'm sure you get a lot of messages from people. When can you tell that this customer isn't for you? After a first message or a couple messages?
You can usually tell when a client isn't for you. Usually it'll be like pretty easy to tell right after the first detail. It all depends on what you're looking for, but for me it's like after the first detail, if they're very like, if you explain everything that you're gonna offer in that service and you go above and beyond or whatnot, and they still expect you to go even more above and beyond, and then they expect you to like give a discount or something, that's when I'm usually like I'm a little more iffy on that person.
What about customers that try to ask for discounts when they're messaging you? Is that a red flag or not really?
Not really, it just depends how much of a discount they're looking for, or like the reason for being. Sometimes they have a valid reason, like, oh, it's like they show me pictures and it's really like spotless on the inside or something. But sometimes they just like want to lower the value down because they don't think it's like you're worth it or whatnot.
So, where do you find your ideal customers?
So I don't usually find them. They usually like find me, but they usually find me through Instagram, through social media platforms. But if I try to find them, I usually try to find them like in the beginning when I was trying to get clients, I would find them through Instagram. So in the beginning, I was trying to get like the nice cars. Now I don't really care. Like it's more about like the client than the car. But if you're looking for like a nice car or whatever, a nice person, someone that you look up to and you'd like to service them, you go on social media. If you're a big fan of someone, like for example, I'm a big fan of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. So if I wanted him to detail his vehicle, I'll go in his DMs and I'll send him a message, or try to find his email or something, or his assistant, send them a message and offer them like a service. And then, you know, that's kind of one of those things where like that might be impossible, but hey, you never know, he might respond back, and then you might be able to do your fans or your celebrities, whatever you want to do, vehicle. So like you try to reach out to them if it's a client that you're looking to get, that you're trying to get.
Got it. Now, your ideal customer, what type of cars have you noticed they have? Newer cars, older cars?
My ideal customers usually have nice newer cars. For the most part, I'd say a lot of my ideal clients are people that care about their vehicles. So not all of them are necessarily like high-end vehicles or anything, but they're definitely like not cheap vehicles, and they love to keep them nice and clean and like show them off. Just nice presentation of them and what they represent.
Are they single, family, with kids?
It's spread out. It's both. There's some of them are single, some of them are married, some of them have couples. It's all over the place.
What type of cars do you love detailing?
Let's see. I'd say more of like coupes. Smaller vehicles is just quicker. Probably, let's see. My favorite car to detail would be like Supras, my favorite car of all time. EG hatches, like one I own, super easy to detail, a small little tiny hatchback. Things like that's really nice and fun, and then they look awesome once you're all done.
So, let's say there's a guy who has a really nice car, a Supra. He goes, Tony, can you detail my car? But I only want to pay $50 for it. Will you take it or not?
If they're close, yeah, but I'm only gonna do $50 worth of work. I'm not gonna give them like a full mini detail and do the full works and only get like $50. So I'll probably do like outside only or something, and we'll work something out. But they have to be close, or they have to come to me. So it just depends, and yeah, just try to work something out. But it really depends like how I'm feeling that day as well. Like if I'm booked up or something, or if they're asking last minute and they're like a client that I've never had, like a first timer or something, it's most likely I'm not gonna do it. It just really depends. Like if it's a good client that I've done before, then yeah, I'll take it in, I'll hook them up. But if it's like someone I've never done before and they're expecting that out of me, I'm like, no thanks, I don't even know you or anything. So it just really varies.
How do you turn down customers? Like once you determine I'm not gonna work with this guy or person, but they're still hitting you up, what do you tell them?
Well, usually I'll turn them down because like right away they'll like try to tell me what the price is gonna be for them, and I'm like, no, this is my price. If you don't like it, it's cool. I appreciate you trying to contact us and being interested in our services, but this is our price, and if you can't afford it, then best of luck to you. Like there's other people around. We're not gonna lower down our price just to like fit your needs, and that's just it. Like sometimes like there's a reason we offer the like our mini details, like the entry level. It's like that's our entry level like minimum quality service that we want to offer. We don't want to offer anything less than that. So if they're trying to get like a mini detail for half the price or something, we just let them know like this is the reason we can't charge you this like less or do less than this. It's just because we don't want that bad image on us. So like this is the lowest we can offer, the lowest quality we can offer, and like that lowest quality is like I'd say really high quality compared to like car washes or whatnot that are out here.
All right, man. So last question is, let's say there's a new detailer out there. They don't have a niche. They don't have clientele. They're still trying to figure that out. What advice do you have for them?
You got to explore a bit more. Try to get more creative. Try to focus on yourself and your thoughts. And try to like come up with something that represents you, something that you want to represent and show everyone. And try to look at it long term. Like if you're not thinking long term, it's just not really going to work out for you. Like you got to try to see where you're trying to be in 5, 10, 15, 20 years, and try to think. I really think about that, because that's what I really like. When I started, I was thinking about that. I was like, I don't want to have. I looked around and everyone had their last name and then mobile detailing. That's what everyone like starts with. So I used to have that. I used to have Caballero Mobile Auto Detailing, and then I was like, I don't want to have like, if I was thinking about it, I was like, long term, this isn't going to work out. Like this name is just too bland. Like everyone has their last name and then just auto detailing. And so I thought about like Tony's Professional Touch, and I really like the name, like the sound of it, the name and whatnot. I got the logo done, and then I really thought about it, and I was like, this is something that I can work with long term, like over 100 years. I want this to be like, even when I'm gone, I want this to still be here. So you got to really think about the long term. Try to be as creative as you can be, and I'd say really like think about what you want and what you like, and something that you want to represent, and try to like go into your deep thoughts, and then you can come up with something out of that. Well, there you guys have it. That's how we find our ideal clients. Let me know in the comments down below how you guys find your ideal clients, and remember, if you guys like this type of content, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.